match to incense. I'm tense with every sentence, dense as how my weed is. I rock them ill Adidas, yo. My feet is in deep, peep by twist linguistics, loud like Steve Rifkin. But most of y'all will miss it, just some it comes slower, others much faster. My rhymes stand out like Calvin Peter the Masters. Ask the question, let me step up. I say you can't try us, cause fools be dying before they get their chance like Len Bias. Right bias, they walk while I be hidden in shade. More content than when rent is paid and renovate like Raiders sprayed. Ow, yo, first aid is made for those who needed evidence. Becoming ill, never defeating the purpose. But I propose my flows go off the deep end, living every day of the week like a weekend. That's just my lifestyle. I cut like a knife while you dull I shine. Never mind, it's the end of the time.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
While some crash the backboard, I slash the blackboard. With permanent chalk, I decode your thoughts. The eraser I will rip apart to make a marker. Flooded with marsh ink, now lines are darker. But who would have thought when 9 years have passed, these lines would contain the signs of the past. And when my day finally comes at last, I style taking out mad fools in the blast.
Evidence will keep it on, lyrics high-tech like Tron. Visualize pictures drawn in neon with subtle backdrops. Black for silhouettes, torn up cities that's blown to nothing left. No fish in the streams, no natural green like a dream or a scene from 2014. But that's the next, live each day on the line. Evidence dilated till the end of the time.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
I pick up vibes like the hot pot of Quache cane. Though my brain sends my arms back, signals of pain. I take it where I need to go, from the steam to the snow. I travel when I float, we can do Mars like Joe, then stroll back to Earth. Critique your transmission, you must renovate, then innovate in a dimension. Not just of sound or sight, but of mind like the twilight. Your rhymes are incomplete like a piece without the highlights. I'll be that artist painting pictures lyrically, in 3D to make the circle pop out spherically. When I rap, I do laps like Tyco racetracks, and so I bomb exact, I use my aerial maps. Poetic contractor, design and build many intricate messages are meshed with skill. Prescriptions are filled by traditional medicinals and puzzling rhymes to break down before the end of the time. It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.
It all comes down.
It all comes down to this.